The weekend of the 2025 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix should have been a moment of renaissance for Lewis Hamilton. Momentum to build a solid foundation with Ferrari, refine his approach to the SF25, and slowly close the gap on teammate Charles Leclerc. Instead, it was the opposite, a grim revelation that showed just how far Hamilton had fallen short of expectations. Why was the Saudi GP a nightmare for Hamilton? Let's get to it. Ferrari team boss Frédéric Vasseur has finally spoken out. He revealed the seriousness of Hamilton's problems that go far beyond a poor qualifying session. Problems that could even shake the direction of their entire high-profile partnership. Vasseur didn't sugarcoat things. After another disappointing performance from Hamilton in Jeddah, he candidly admitted what many had begun to realize. Lewis was not in sync with the SF25. Not because of the car's setup. Not because of bad luck. But because of a fundamental dissonance between driver and car. And even more surprisingly, Hamilton himself admitted it. He admitted that everything he had learned and optimized in Bahrain seemed to disappear in just one weekend. Let's start with the numbers. Hamilton finished Friday's practice session in 13th place in FP2. He even said himself that Saturdays are usually worse, a comment that felt like a huge blow. In qualifying, Hamilton made it into Q3, but could only secure 7th place on the grid, 0.6 seconds behind Leclerc in P4. For a 7-time world champion who is tipped to be a major contender for the podium and the title, this was clearly not the start he had hoped for. But more than the numbers, it was the words from inside the Ferrari garage that stood out the most. In FP3, Hamilton asked over the team radio, "How far behind am I?" The team's answer, 0.7 seconds in Sector 1 alone. Hamilton's response? Just one word, Jesus. A meaningful moment of silence. Then, in the same session, another frustrated comment, "I got no grip, bro. I don't know why." This was not just a momentary outburst of emotion. It's the continuation of a pattern that has been evident since the first race of the season. Hamilton has tried everything from engine braking to suspension tweaks, but has been unable to get the SF25 to perform to its full potential. Vasseur confirmed that Lewis is not in tune with the car at the moment, he said. And Hamilton added in one of the most candid admissions of his career, "It's me. I'm not in sync with the car. I was positive in the last race, hoping to implement some things, but it didn't work out. Back to square one." An unusual statement from a driver of Lewis Hamilton's stature, especially this far into the season. The problem isn't just speed. It goes much deeper. It's about confidence, harmony, and the instincts of a champion. Lewis Hamilton is the kind of driver who thrives on rhythm. He needs an emotional and technical connection with his car. For him, a car is not just a racing machine, but an extension of his body and mind. Every corner, every deceleration should feel natural, in tune with his racing instincts. But right now, the SF25 feels like an alien. Not only is the car hard to understand, it's also hard to trust. It's unpredictable in its reactions, inconsistent in its performance, and, most fatally, a 7-time world champion can't talk to it. And if Hamilton, a legend who has conquered eras and generations of F1 for more than 15 years, now seems confused by the car's character, it's not Hamilton's fault. It's a strong signal that something is wrong, very wrong, with Ferrari's current philosophy. It's important to note that this is not just a Lewis Hamilton problem. The problem is much deeper, wider, and more complex. Charles Leclerc, a driver who knows Ferrari inside out, has voiced similar complaints. In the third free practice, FP3, his frustration was clearly audible over the team radio. In a tense tone he said, "I feel the car is at its limit. I can't go any faster in the corners. The car is just slipping on all 4 tires." That statement was not just an offhand remark. It was a reflection of a car that was truly at the limit of its capabilities. Ferrari seemed to have lost its fundamental balance. It lacked confidence going into corners. It lacked grip coming out of them. And when two drivers of Hamilton's and Leclerc's stature are complaining about the same thing, it's clear. This is not an individual crisis. It's a structural crisis. A problem that runs through the design, the setup, and perhaps even the philosophy of the car itself. But for Lewis Hamilton, things are much more complicated. The stakes are higher, the expectations are greater. He's not just Ferrari's new driver, he's the symbol of a new era. the face of Maranello's ambitious project. His every move is being watched, his every result scrutinized. The world's media are after him. The fans have high expectations of him. And now, when the results aren't what they expected, the pressure reaches boiling point. For Leclerc, this is his home team. He has the time, he has the network, and he has a deep understanding of the team's internal dynamics. But for Hamilton, it's an uncertain start, and early failures can create a narrative that's hard to shake. Now, Ferrari doesn't just have to fix its car. It has to salvage the momentum, the reputation, and perhaps the confidence of one of the greatest drivers of all time. Hamilton will start 7th, a position that has often been the setting for one of Lewis' signature comebacks in the history books of Formula One. We've seen it time and time again, starting from the back, overtaking one by one, battling against the clock and the odds, and finally standing on the podium like an action hero. But this time, it feels different. Right now, that confidence seems to be evaporating. Not for lack of effort, not for lack of motivation, but because there's something about the car, something that refuses to live up to the legend. Every lap feels heavy, as if he's carrying an invisible weight. Every stint is a battle, not just against the competition, but against a slowly building frustration. And this moment feels decisive. This isn't a rookie trying to find his footing. This is Lewis Hamilton, a 7-time world champion, trying to find his rhythm in a car that refuses to dance with him. This isn't just about suspension settings or tire strategy. It's not just a technical failure. This is a human drama. This is about confusion, pressure, expectations, and the shadow of the past that continues to haunt every corner. An honest portrait of a character who has always been known for his steely mentality, his never-say-die attitude. And today even he looks fragile. Even he can falter. You could even say that this is a warning to Ferrari, from Hamilton himself, that even icons have limits to their patience. Because when a legend begins to speak with his body language, with a blank stare, with comments that begin to sound cynical, then it's not just about performance. It's a message. An ultimatum that isn't said directly, but is felt in every word, in every expression. Fix this, or I'm gone. Ferrari is once again at a crucial crossroads, not just about performance, but about its identity and future direction. The SF25's problems go far beyond mere inconsistency on the track. It's about an uncertain vision, an unclear purpose. One week they can look like serious challengers, capable of giving anyone a run for their money. But in the following weeks, the legendary red car seemed to have lost its way, sinking into the shadows of its rivals. The entire structure of Ferrari is now under the most intense scrutiny in years. From the direction of technical development, to the choice of priorities in car development, to the internal dynamics of the team that are beginning to feel fragile, everything is being tested. There is no margin for error. Every decision taken in the next few weeks will have a huge impact, not only on the 2025 season, but also on the future of their magnificent project with Lewis Hamilton. Because the question now is not only, can Ferrari rise? But, can they evolve fast enough under pressure? Can they deliver a car competitive enough to maintain the fighting spirit of a 7-time world champion? Share your thoughts below.